much in control of the situation.
So it was champagne signed by George Russell to commemorate victory. That's how close it was at the end. Less than 2 seconds.
And so it is, the first half story has been written.
George Russell takes his 7th career victory, his 2nd here at the Red Bull Ring, which for Sir Austria, who has a 3rd share, and his team principal in that Mercedes F1 team, will go very nicely.
Yeah, and I tell you what, for all of the fans, I think Silverstone next week, and we're expecting a record-breaking over 500,000 people over the 4 days of the weekend of the Grand Prix. The British winner for the last 2 races, different British winners, and another one on the podium as the reigning world champion. Wolfsburg next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 British drivers in total, and yes, the British fans will support everybody. You've all got your different favourites on that one, yeah, come enjoy the motorsport party that is the British Grand Prix. Cannot wait to get to Silverstone. That's the Route 10. Potential for it to be a record-breaking weekend. As we see the weather will hold out as well, and we'll get a glorious Silverstone Sunday in the sunshine.
So back underway here into the second half. Nesta. Neymar. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And possibilities here. And a good tackle. Chance maybe to use the counter-attacking ability to good effect. David Neres. Simons. Timely intervention. Now a decent position. Is to get them in front. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
Yeah, super stuff there.
Claudia Pina. On to Caicedo. Might be able to set up the chance. Showing a good reading of the game. Drogba has it. Declan Rice. Can he find the right pass? Oh, the challenge was spot on. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
He was a real nuisance in the first half. He scored his goal, made lots of good runs, and he could be the match winner in the second half, I think.
Super Sophie drivers indeed. A lot of water there. Apologies.
Possibilities for them to counter. And should have been so much more incisive.
Rich chat will continue.
And Neto.
Fantastic
goal, and no wonder he's offside.
Actually, origami marching their way down. It's extraordinary to watch. But I tell you what was interesting, listening to all 3 of those drivers talking about the lack of straight line speed of the Ferrari, saying they were surprised at how slow the Ferraris were in a straight line. Max making a comment there that they're very good in the slow speed corners, but that that seems to be their strength.
Our commentary box is right outside, opposite the podium. I can see Bernie Eccleston stood on the podium. He was here this weekend, and he's getting a bird's eye view as the drivers come out of the sunshine. First time ever, Kimi Antonelli scored points at the Red Bull Ring. He didn't have the best weekend. He left 2 here. He didn't score points last year. But he tangled with this man, Max Verstappen, coming out now for what is his 9th podium at the Red Bull Ring. Our winner today certainly knows his way to the top step as well. And it's the 2nd time George Russell stands on that number 1 step.
Angelo
Stiller. The national anthem.
Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Futre. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Teammates available. Can he give them the lead? Oh, superb tackle. Now can they hit them on the counter? And fine reading of the situation. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And just like that, broken up. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Neymar. Now with Maldini. Neymar. And on to Alexander-Arnold.
As soon as possible. Thank you.
Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Leroy Sané. This could square the game, and that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. So they get the ball rolling again. This has been a terrific contest to watch. Now, who can he play it to? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Maybe room here for the counter-attack. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Time running out, but they could yet win it. Oh, they were in a decent position too.
The victory today for Mercedes, and for the Mercedes Power Trade, you missed it at the end. It is a 246th win. It takes them to 4.5 Ferrari with the all-time record holder, 249 from Scuderia. So they're going to present the medal to George Russell on behalf of the FIA.
Yeah, great to see George. Just hearing him and Kitty saying they didn't have the drinkers bottle there, but also George could get in and do another 71 laps if he had to.
Mr. Reed, at the age of 95, looked pretty fit as he came along to hand out the medal too.
What a final few minutes we
That's
have
true.
here.
He's in the jacket as well.
Can they take one of these chances that come their way
Style.
and win
Yeah,
this
lovely
game?
style to go with it. A big cheer from the Orange Army for Max Verstappen. Red Bull's best results of the season. A ninth podium at the Red Bull Ring, and the second driver in history now to reach 3,500 career points. And after Lewis Hamilton, Red Bull top scorer so far. The championship leader has had his championship lead reduced for a second consecutive race.
Chasing this game.
Kimi Antonelli is still 40 points clear as he celebrates a hot one here in the Red Bull Ring. Victory for George Russell.
And so the referee blows for full time.
Three drivers have won the last two Grand Prix. Are we on for a hat-trick?
weather really couldn't be any better here today. A very warm welcome to you on this fine day. I'm your commentator, Guy Mowbray, and I'm delighted to have Stuart Robson's expertise alongside me. And we've got a division rivals game on the way for you. What are we going to get from this one?
Well, a quick start to the game is all important here today, and I'm sure both managers will have drilled that into the players. But they also have to play with composure and a tactical understanding. It should be a good game.
This is the home side's team today. Alisson is in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts with Nuno Mendes in the fullback roles. And they go with just one in attack. This is how the visitors start the game. Sven Ulreich stands between the posts. Cesc Fabregas plays alongside Andres Iniesta in the centre of midfield. And they've decided to go with two in attack for this game. And there it is! 1-0 already!
Your security, welcome, Salo.
Welcome to another MedCram video. We're going to talk today about obstructive sleep apnea. I'm a sleep certified specialist, and so this disease I know it pretty well. Also, it is a very low-hanging fruit for those that want to optimize their health. It's very common, and it's also in people that don't even know that they have it. Today we're going to talk very briefly about it and go over some very basic points so people understand what it is that we're dealing with here when we talk about obstructive sleep apnea. So the problem in a lot of cases is mechanical. Here we see a cross-section, and the first thing you can notice is that your tongue takes up a pretty large portion of this area. The problem is that when you go to sleep, your airway goes to sleep.
Alessandro Bastoni.
This is the airway here, this is your nose.
Now with
and
Alexander
the airway going in, breathe. This is the part above your tongue that goes back. You can see right about here is where the problem is. And then, of course, oxygen needs to go down into your lung, and carbon dioxide needs to come in. And the problem is that there's natural blockage right there. And so really, when you go to sleep,
Is Division 6 and now in Division 4.
Going wrong. You're trying to breathe air in, and the air can't get down. So there's transposition of oxygen going down, and that's can't happen. The more important of those two is the oxygen isn't getting down. And so what happens is that the part of your brain that stays awake full time monitoring your vitals detects that your oxygen levels are going down, and it wakes up the rest of the brain to alert them to this emergency, and the rest of the brain has to wake up, and the muscles around the brain go in, the airway opens up, oxygen goes in, oxygen back up, and from the brain that is monitoring oxygen is basically satisfied, and then the brain goes back to sleep. This thing repeats itself over and over again. You can see here that some of the risk factors for this would be having a large tongue. Now, it turns out typically men, more than women, when they gain weight, tend to store fat in their tongue. So their tongues will swell. You can see that really nicely on MRI, actually. The snap shows that there's basically white tissue on MRI. The other thing is that men's airways are larger, and so because of the law of plastic we don't try to get into, larger airways are more collapsible, and so they're easier to close off with pressure placed on the outside. So that's why men are typically more at risk for obstructive sleep apnea, but women are also at risk for sleep apnea, especially after menopause. How would you know that someone has sleep apnea? Noise, or they've had partners witnessing that they stop breathing at night, they gasp for air, they wake up in the morning with headache, they don't feel well rested, they fall asleep very easily while not really being engaged. Or it could be very subtle things like fibromyalgia, body aches, low energy. What exactly is going on in sleep apnea? Let's take a closer look at it. This is known as a polysomnography. We look at the brain waves, and you can tell when you're sleeping. This person is sleeping because we can see this in the brain waves. You may not be able to recognize this, but the brain waves are slow enough that they are sleeping. We're looking here at different parts of the brain. We're looking at their eye movements. We're looking at their muscles. We're also looking at what their heart is doing. You can see the heart rate going across here, and you can see the heart rate 62, 62, pretty consistent. And then the key is looking at their oxygen saturation. You can see here, this point right here, their oxygen saturation is close to 100%, but then it drops down and goes back up again, and it drops down. Why does that happen? Why is there this undulation of oxygenation? Well, it's because we're looking at flow through the nose, and then basically it's stopped. There's no flow happening at this point here, at night. And when we look at their chest movement starts to go down, but it's not completely stopped. You see their abdominal movement is not completely stopped. It's as if they're trying to get air in, but no air is going in. This is basically a very diagnostic pattern for obstructive sleep apnea. The muscles are trying to get the air down, but because the airway is closed off slowly, you're not going to see any movement of air, and air is not going to get in. And you see the leg movements here pretty consistently not moving. Basically, no airflow is happening, and that causes the oxygen saturation to drop. Until, of course, it drops so low that there is an arousal in the room, and that causes the airway to open up. You start to see the motion again with the abdomen and the chest, and then of course you start to see airflow again until the oxygen level starts to come back up. When it comes back up again, things are already starting to shut down, and you see the cycle over and over again until finally it gets so bad that there is a huge arousal, the patient wakes up, and now we are awake. And that's the problem. And we see this happening over and over. Sometimes this happens up to 100 times in an hour. That means at least once a minute, or maybe twice a minute that this is happening. You can expect that people are not going to get very good sleep again. This is what it would look like the entire night. But let's take a look at everything good before the football game. What we're looking at here is a lot of different things. You can see oxygen saturation, not great. The jagged line on a Richter scale type of look, not because the oxygen going up and down. Heart rate is also going through a workout going up and down. Each one of these bars right here is where the patient almost completely stops breathing. And you can see that when they almost completely stop breathing, that's coordinated care with increased oxygen. So this is a real problem. People have sleep apnea and they're not getting appropriate oxygen at night. They're not getting appropriate rest at night. There's other things that happen when all of these things occur and the oxygen levels go down. This is going to excite the brain and the sympathetic nervous system, and blood pressure is going to go up. And all of these things that are cardiovascular endpoints that we look at studies will go up. And the general population, people generally die. So we're looking at these bars right here. We would divide the day into 25%. So we have midnight to 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning to noon to 6 in the evening, and the evening till midnight. When do people generally die? Well, people generally die between 6 o'clock in the morning and noon. Why is that? Well, there's some theories that maybe it has to do with cortisol levels are highest at that time, blood pressure will go up until we're getting up. That's when typically you start to see all-cause mortality comes out. Although it's pretty even. What about people with sleep apnea? Notice when we're looking here at sleep apnea, we're looking at these bars here. And you can see that people with sleep apnea, the most likely time for them to die is between midnight and 6 o'clock at night. And you can imagine why that would be. They're going through a gauntlet. They are trying to breathe, they're not. Their oxygen levels are low in the 60s or 70s. Their blood pressure is high, even during the day. If we look at sympathetic nerve activity during the day, when they're awake, when they're not having sleep apnea, when a normal person, this is what their sympathetic nervous system activity looks like. In people with sleep apnea who are having these difficulties at night, this is what their sympathetic nervous system looks like during the day when they're actually not having apnea, because it's ramped up. And this is a problem. Causes the blood pressure to not be able to relax and get that rest that you can
It's a masterclass in finishing to complete a hat-trick.
People who have no apnea,
well, there it is, in off the underside of the crossbar.
their blood
That's a
pressure
good goal,
goes
isn't it?
down. During the period goes down.
Game restarts after a much-needed pause for
But the
breath.
people who have
Keeping
apnea,
up
they
with all
don't
this.
get the benefit of that dipping. They're not getting the benefit of rest at night because of sympathetic
Out
nervous
of play,
activity.
throw in to
So
come.
you can see here that this mechanical problem can cause quite a bit of issues.
Positive pass,
We
nicely
can
done.
talk about
That's
diagnostic
certainly a way to break this
criteria
defence down.
and how to test for that. These are things that healthcare providers need to know how to do. Your
That
job
brings
as
to
a
an end
layman
the
is
first
to
half
understand
here
that you
at
may
Benfica.
have this condition.
If you or your loved one suffers from recurrent sinus infections and pain or upper respiratory allergy, then you're back from the games.
Oh, gosh. Hey. Happen.
Oh, ticket.
Excuse me. Oh. I am so happy to hear you.
Wait, see, mate.
across the pond.
Sorry, mate. Just go south of the river. Easy. Let's go. Great. Everybody likes soccer. I ain't no rich man.
Changement pour l'équipe locale. Sort du terrain, le numéro 26, Adrien Rabiot. Changement par le numéro 8, Federico.
The action resumes. Let's see what this half brings.
Nasal congestion or nasal obstruction is a very common
Maldini.
complaint patients have when presenting to a doctor's office. It does not hurt, but it sure can be very annoying when having to mouth breathe often, especially when it persists for weeks to months and does not seem related to any obvious illness. So what are some of the common as well as uncommon causes of a persistent clogged and obstructed nose that just don't open up? Some reasons may be obvious, but others may be quite
Well, here it is
unusual.
again, and it's all
So
about
here
the
are the
pace on the
top 7
counter-attack.
causes of
They
a
were so
clogged
quick to
or
break out from
obstructed
their
nose,
defensive
from the most
position,
obvious
and the
to more
finish is really
unusual.
good. She just
Keep
smashes
in
that
mind
past
that
the
treatment
keeper.
for some
That's
of
a
these
top
causes
quality
can be
goal.
found in the video description box.
Federico Valverde.
Most people would automatically assume this common cause for a clogged nose.
Iniesta wins it.
When allergic substances enter the nose, it can cause the sinonasal lining to swell, leading to symptoms.
Just needs the
Although
composure
most
now.
will try to address allergies at home with over-the-counter medications, if it gets bad enough without improvement, they may need to be professionally evaluated with allergy testing along with prescription medications. If no allergies are present, anatomic issues may be what is causing a nasal obstruction. Normally, the nasal septum is a wall that equally separates the left and right nasal cavities. However, the septum may be deviated to one and sometimes even both sides, resulting in nasal breathing difficulties.
There's something on from this.
Here, the septal deviation is denoted by the green arrow.
Chance for the equaliser.
Here
And
is
the
what a
keeper's
normal
done
space
really
septum
well
should
to
look
keep
like.
that out.
Another anatomic problem may be large inferior turbinates. Inferior turbinates are present in all individuals and are located on the sides of the nasal cavity, as shown here. Normally,
And unable
inferior
to retain
turbinates are
possession.
small and aid in warming and
the game
humidifying
stops
the air
with the
inhaled
free
into
kick.
the nasal passages. However, these turbinates can become enlarged, leading to a nasal clogging and even obstruction if they get big enough.
That's a good ball.
The turbinates can also fluctuate in size,
No.
causing nasal symptoms to also
They got
fluctuate in
everything
severity.
right there.
Well, now they could spring the trap.
Especially in children, but sometimes
And she's in
even in
now.
adults, the adenoids located in the very back of the nose highlight the
with a
nose
buffer.
quite
And
large,
it's just a
resulting in
matter
nasal
of keeping
swelling.
concentration.
One can see the difference in how much more open the nasal cavity would become when the adenoids are removed or insignificant in size. Nasal polyps are a more rare anatomic cause for nasal clogging and even obstruction if they become very large, as shown here. One can consider nasal polyps to be a type of nasal mucosal blistering often triggered by uncontrolled allergic factors. Here is a normal CT sinus scan. For leading to symptoms. Although most will try to address allergies at home with over-the-counter medications, if it gets bad enough without improvement, it may need to be professionally evaluated with allergy testing along with prescription medications. If no allergies are present, anatomic issues may be what is causing a nasal obstruction. Normally, the nasal septum is a wall that equally separates the left and right nasal cavities. However, the septum may be deviated to one and sometimes even both sides, resulting in nasal breathing difficulties.
Genuine chance. And they've scored.
Here, the septal
A goal to get
deviation
the
is
stadium
denoted by the
jumping.
green arrow. Here is what a normal space septum should look like.
Brilliant anticipation.
Another anatomic problem may be large inferior turbinates. Inferior turbinates are present in all individuals and are located on the sides of the nasal cavity, as shown here. Normally, the inferior turbinates are small and aid in warming and humidifying the air inhaled into the nasal passages. However, these turbinates can become enlarged, leading to a nasal clogging and even obstruction if they get big enough. The turbinates can also fluctuate in size, causing the nasal symptoms to also fluctuate in severity.
When just a few moments ago, they
Especially in children, but sometimes even in adults, the adenoids located in the very back of the nose, highlighted in blue, can be quite large, resulting in nasal clogging. One can see the difference in how much more open the nasal cavity would become when the adenoids are removed or insignificant in size. Nasal polyps are a more rare anatomic cause for nasal clogging and even obstruction if they become very large, as shown here. One can consider nasal polyps to be a type of nasal mucosal blistering often triggered by uncontrolled allergic factors. Here is a normal CT sinus scan. For comparison, here is a CT sinus scan of a patient with severe nasal polyps.
It's all level again then. You don't want to stray from this.
Although some may consider a narrow nasal profile to be attractive, this type of nasal profile can also lead to a more narrow nasal passageway, leading to persistent issues with nasal breathing difficulties. Finally, decongested nasal sprays can trigger a persistently clogged and even obstructed nose. Initially, these over-the-counter nasal sprays, which often contain the active ingredient oxymetazoline, phenylephrine, or neosynephrine, can help with such symptoms. But if one uses these nasal sprays for more than 3 days, these nasal sprays can potentially clog and/or aggravate nasal clogging. Patients essentially become addicted to these nasal sprays and over time often need to use it more frequently for relief. So there you have it. Although most clogged nasal issues can be addressed by your primary care doctor, you may end up having to see specialists to ultimately resolve a persistent nasal obstruction. Such specialists include ENT and allergists.
Great goalkeeping. Getting closer. Real opportunity. Needs to clear it here. Off his line sharply and gets there first.
Well, not long left now, but this crowd have been brilliant. Can the players get a winner here?
They could get caught out on the break here. Well, far from the most accurate pass you'll see today. Throw in to come. That's a good pass. Adejonai. Need to be better with the ball. Only 5 minutes remaining. It's stick or twist time. Really nicely played. What can they do with this now? Oriente. Getting closer. Maybe closer to a winning goal. This for the match. I don't know how he's kept that out. A terrific save. And that's a corner. It could be decisive. Played into the penalty area. And that has stopped any potential danger. Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. As they come. And it's a penalty. What a chance now to win the game. To restore the lead. And the keeper does what he's there to do. Here comes a change. Corner for them now. And a good opportunity to get ahead in the game. Alexander-Arnold. That was a really poor challenge. result that the visiting fans were hoping for. What did you make of it all?
Well, they were probably the better team, but they didn't make the most of the chances they created, and as a result ended up losing. It's disappointing for them, really.
The Austrian Grand Prix is underway. It's a decent launch off the line for Charles Leclerc, but George Russell jumps across, maintains the lead, but that won't be an ideal exit out of turn number one. Could he be vulnerable to the Scarlet Ferrari? Antonelli is off the road at turn one, but rejoins in fourth place. It's George Russell who leads, and it's Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and Max Verstappen did get off the line, but he's under major pressure to the inside from Lando Norris. That was close for Charles Leclerc, who's lost out. Lewis Hamilton finds himself getting close, and again into the braking zone. Kimi Antonelli goes off. Charles Leclerc in second, but it's Hamilton bringing the fight behind. It's close between the McLarens, but look at the Ferraris. So close, Hamilton trying to go around the outside and making the move stick. Our most recent winner back in form and up to second place in the Grand Prix. George Russell leads, Hamilton improves to second. Antonelli popped it off both in turn 1 and turn 3, but he's going to come up the inside of Leclerc. Instant move on Charles Leclerc. He's off again. Off again, DC. He rejoins. He cannot stop that Mercedes right now.
Yeah, and that's over those sort of sleeping policeman yellow curves. He's got to be careful he doesn't take some floor damage, and also to be questioned as to whether he gained an advantage.
Well, he let Leclerc back through, but that's allowing Verstappen to get in the mix as well as they head down towards 4th. Antonelli trying to make progress. He's been so quick so far this weekend, but he cannot get the feel on the brakes. And now Charles Leclerc having to go late on the brakes to defend from Max Verstappen. Could open the door for Antonelli and the 2 McLarens. Verstappen stands on the power, looks for all the deployment to get by, and he gets it. That is so close. The Austrian Grand Prix is underway. It's a decent launch off the line for Charles Leclerc, but George Russell jumps across, maintains the lead, but that won't be an ideal exit out of turn number 1. Could he be vulnerable to the Scarlet Ferrari? Antonelli, who's off the road at turn 1, but rejoins. In 4th place, it's George Russell who leads, and it's Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and Max Verstappen did get off the line, but he's under major pressure to the inside from Lando Norris. That was close for Charles Leclerc, who's lost out. Lewis Hamilton finds himself getting close, and again into the braking zone. Kimi Antonelli goes off. Charles Leclerc in second, but it's Hamilton bringing the fight behind. It's close between the McLarens, but look at the Ferraris. So close, Hamilton trying to go around the outside and making the move stick. Our most recent winner back in form and up to second place in the Grand Prix. George Russell leads, Hamilton improves to second. Antonelli popped it off both in turn 1 and turn 3, but he's going to come up the inside of Leclerc. Instant move on Charles Leclerc. He's off again. Off again, DC. He rejoins. He cannot stop that Mercedes right now.
Yeah, and that's over those sort of sleeping policeman yellow curves. He's got to be careful he doesn't take some floor damage, and also to be questioned as to whether he gained an advantage.
Well, he let Leclerc back through, but that's allowing Verstappen to get in the mix as well as they head down towards 4th. Antonelli trying to make progress. He's been so quick so far this weekend, but he cannot get the feel on the brakes. And now Charles Leclerc having to go late on the brakes to defend from Max Verstappen. Could open the door for Antonelli and the 2 McLarens. Verstappen stands on the power, looks for all the deployment to get by, and he gets it. That is so close, and look at Antonelli nearly being swallowed by the McLarens behind. Piastri going one side, Norris was going the other.
All this battling, though, you see him kick him oversteer there in the dirty air as he exits one of the faster corners. Look at the difference in offset speeds.
Whoa, turn 9 and overtaking to turn 9. You don't often see that. The Mercedes deploying the power well. Antonelli gets by up to 4th place. So Hamilton and Verstappen side by side again. Turn 3, a move that delights the crowd. Verstappen struggling with the brakes. Hamilton the deployment to get by, and he gets. But that's allowing Verstappen to get in the mix as well as they head down towards 4th. Antonelli trying to make progress. He's been so quick so far this weekend, but he cannot get the feel on the brakes. And now Charles Leclerc having to go late on the brakes to defend from Max Verstappen. Could open the door for Antonelli and the 2 McLarens. Verstappen stands on the power, looks for all the deployment to get by, and he gets it. That is so close, and look, Antonelli's nearly being swallowed by the McLarens behind. Piastri going one side, Norris was going the other.
All this battling, though, you see him kick him oversteer there in the dirty air as he exits one of the faster corners. Look at the difference in offset speeds.
Whoa, turn 9 and overtaking to turn 9. You don't often see that. The Mercedes deploying the power well. Antonelli gets by up to 4th place. So Hamilton and Verstappen side by side again. Turn 3, a move that delights the crowd. Verstappen struggling with the brakes, Hamilton struggling with the tyres. But no matter for Verstappen, the 5-time winner around here, momentarily up to 2nd place. But Hamilton roars by, and there's the lock-up to show how much Verstappen is struggling. The 7-time world champion and the 4-time world champion separated by millimetres, nearly on the grass, trying to go the long way round at turn number 6. Is there enough grip up there for Verstappen? And they're still continuing on. He brushes the gravel and he still won't yield. This is magical as Hamilton stays ahead.
Verstappen, who's now
very much in line with Hamilton. Late lunge and a chance, and it's taken for Max Verstappen. So it was a defensive shake thrown by Hamilton, but Hamilton was unable to prevent Verstappen from going by. He gets back once again.
Hi everyone, my name's Nick and
Yeah.
doing you.
Kwani me? Kwani what's up?
You come on.
What's thinking? Yo, wait. Troca, se não como que troca. We're about to leave. Troca, we keep up 11 tomorrow, you come, but Saturday 12, come. That's what I'm shooting. When? Oh, away the track.
Yes, sir. Zima ni nani? Mimi najua Bigiasa. Zima ni who is Zima?
I don't know these people.
Who is Zima? Bigiasa, I know Bigiasa. He's my
Bill!
I just want to say thank you for bringing that ass out today.
Wait, so you can't drink? And second? Why?
Hello and welcome to a stadium that always produces a lively atmosphere. We're at the Estadio do Benfica in Lisbon. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me, ready to provide all the tactical and technical analysis, is the former England attacker, Sue Smith. And we have action from foot rivals coming up for you. Tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, I can't wait for this one. Both sets of fans are certainly up for it. I'm sure that will give the players a real boost. They'll be hoping to start the game at a fast tempo.
So the initial 11 for the home side. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Alessandro Bastoni plays alongside Alessandro Nesta in central defence. And they line up with just the one real chance. Must finish. Oh, good work by the keeper. Going short. Reading it absolutely superbly.
Yeah, the position was spot on. Brilliant awareness.
Well, it could be on for him here. And there it is! The opening goal! The ideal way to start. Play with the flow and intensity, but they took care of the situation defensively. Hadji. Cuts in from the flank. And an opening! And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes! Incredible stuff! And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Now high quality defending. Marcelo. Who can he pick out? And rewarded for that high press. And a third goal! This is breathtaking to watch. Rolling again, and the old boys are really beginning to run away with this. Alessandro Bastoni. Nuno Mendes. On the ball, Bastoni.
Oh, thank you.
Mendes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alessandro Bastoni.
Oh,
showing a good reading of the game.
Yeah.
Here's Eto'o. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go.
Oh, yeah.
And very nicely positioned to win it back. Can he find the right pass? And he's opening up. Oh, I can't believe that challenge. Brilliant.
Well there to stop the chance, didn't he? Real desire there to get it back.
Tee it up. Here's Lam. Might lead to a chance. And the assistant referee has raised his flag. Offside.
I don't know. It's okay. I like it because it's more private.
Rabiot.
It's more private and chill.
Pass chiseled nicely.
The chatting my mic is okay,
The referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. And he whips it in. But the crossing needs to be a bit better than that.
I don't even know where it is.
Hadji. Can they do it? Oh, a hot what a challenge!
WW lawyer.
Well, plenty of green space to run into. And teammates around him. Opportunity.
Okay, Tom. I don't think I can enter without
Given away by Rabiot.
David Beckham. It's more private and more free.
Oh, it wasn't far away, but above the crossbar.
I guess. Yeah, it's more peaceful than here. Nobody knows me.
Nuno Mendes.
You are looking fantastic.
Of course. Look at that. You told me how we're wearing jazzy.
How much?
In a more than decent
How much is
position.
your out?
Oh, this is 3K.
3K?
2,500.
2,500.
6K.
Where is 150? You got it 150. No, this one.
Oh, let's check.
Let's check.
Yeah, each are 150.
How many are there?
1, 2,
Textbook closing
3,
down,
4,
and now they're on the
5,
attack.
6,
Oh, beating his opponent with ease.
167. 150 times 7.
Plenty of power there, but in
this one?
fairness, should have made the
Okay,
keeper
6
work.
fans. Okay, guys.
16.
Alexander Arnold. Now with Yamal. And that's where to send it. And showing good game awareness.
Yeah, anticipated well there. He was onto that in a flash.
They are having tight. In CC,
Marcelo.
they
Teammates
are
available.
catching themselves tight.
So who is Ayapa?
McKennie. Could be threatening.
Oh, yeah.
When the Ashala is good
To
like
Thuram. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Danger averted thanks to his teammates.
watu wetu kutoka moja. Umre kutoka moja wake. Hii bro.
Genuine chance.
Let them finish.
Are we blocking the way?
Might do damage on the break.
Unaendelea hata sijua. Iko kwa ndani. Iko kwa ndani. Usiache pasta kwa. Na
Racing
kana
away
kuda
here.
skill.
An effective challenge.
Ndio bro.
Oh, big moment. A stunning piece of goalkeeping.
Yeah, that's a real confidence booster. Just knowing you can handle those crucial moments.
Intelligent ball.
People let us say hi to you. Can I
Oh,
say
it's on. And the keeper more than equal to the task.
I think
A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here.
Say hi, Chan. Let's say hi. People are saying you're doing an amazing job. I'm with that streamer for the day. Talk to him.
hey papa. I support tuko live YouTube. Tuko na 2.5k wanawatch.
With the old boys very much in charge.
Yes, na tulikuwa tunataka kusema asante venye ulikuja ukanitoa ndani.
Good idea.
Milimani, mimi ndio ile streamer
Well,
nashindwa.
they had attacking momentum, but not so.
Yes.
And just flicked off the defender, so a corner coming.
Ndio tunasema asante. Pia asante mzee kwa kuwa na azin mtoto wako ni avokaina. Mimi ukinihitaji anytime nitakuwa hapo.
Real chance. Intercepted at the right time.
Okay, thank you,
Counter
guys.
could be on.
What?
They need to get bodies back.
W sent on the chat.
Why did you speak about it? That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun-looking pass.
Under
pressure, can he do it? There it is. A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals.
You W sent on the chat.
Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Drogba.
Did you even see this?
Can he find the right pass?
Okay.
Oh, genuine chance. Oh, a challenge that simply had to be won. Rabiot. Cross might be on. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And there's the delivery. And making sure it wasn't problematic. Could be a chance to break. Oh, that's a clever ball. He read the situation
Let us just
defensively and did his job.
that one guy. Yeah, because you know, Sandra can't get out of my stream. Because I'm featuring her in my stream.
That's a quality pass.
Yeah, even now I wanted you to do it in my stream.
What a great difficulty there for the keeper.
No,
His
let's say for
reaction
that
speed
guy.
was outstanding and stopped what looked like a certain goal.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
And the old boys have it once again.
what do we do with the people?
There's 5 tickets here now. There's another 5 tickets.
He's on the run. Oh, that's a super piece of defending.
Yeah, that looks really promising. They'll be disappointed, you know.
The people that are here do this every time when these days come, they call us to
Well,
come
it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future?
I'm saying this is when you're like, this is because that's to win it that time.
Perfect challenge.
Sandra by the way. Sandra
Yeah,
by
there's a uniform.
Akifika.
I'm supposed to be.
Beckham.
Okay, let us get it.
Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Maybe room here for the counter-attack. Need to get bodies back.
Yo, Elliot.
Wasteful from the old boys.
Yeah, we are ready.
Got a touch too heavy there.
Yeah, but easy. My two guys are coming. They're going for back. Yeah.
Oh, they were in a decent... And they've been awarded a penalty.
Yeah. So,
It's crazy.
wacha nikuonyeshe bro. Unaona hii? Unajua inaingianga aje? Unaona hii? Hii ndio napanga ingia hapo. Let's like this.
Low battery, please charge.
Taking aim from the spot and finding the target. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Paulo Fuka.
Yeah.
Possession regained by the old boys.
Okay.
Beckham.
Japanese.
Yeah.
But so,
Can he take
how
them
much
on
they
and
can
beat
do
them?
or bring it?
Opportunity. A goal! An exceptional performance this. Forward to the good now.
Wait for me to go.
Shashic.
Bring it. Where is it?
And on to
Waiting for
Fuka.
the...
Magnificent defending.
What is it now for time?
It's amazing.
Yeah. And I don't make a
Away
boy.
by the old boys. He's in here.
1 second na po niya siya.
Oh, he stopped it.
Well, closes the angle down, makes himself big. It's a really good shot.
Had that pass all the way, cutting it out. And he has options available. Oh, disappointing end to that.
They're supposed to give you 10. Why did he give you 5?
Valverde. Now with Shashic. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence.
Come on. Where's Mogi?
David Beckham.
Oh, I should have tried Howda.
Good strong play on the ball.
Mogi,
Very
get
sadly,
back.
they just
Okay.
couldn't keep possession. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Oh, and off the bar.
You
But
give it
the
five?
assistant referee has the flag
4.
raised.
One more.
And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong.
You should ask for the You can ask to sort ourselves out. Please. How much is that ticket? Please.
I've been given 5.
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh, it's 5-5.
5-5. Or 5-5.
Where did you just click one? It's
One,
only
two, three
3 left.
3 more. Only 3. Mine for Sandra and for him.
And for him. Oh, I think that's illegal.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, should I? Yeah.
Okay.
Should I? No. Okay. So we can just buy it then. Hey, bro, it's not total. Something little. Okay, just know where I think we can go.
This is Kinjo.
So, we're in Miami. Stuck in Miami.
We are stuck in Miami with our lawyer.
With our lawyer. Lawyer do something, man.
Lawyer do something.
So they gave us like less tickets. And yeah, we're about to get more.
Gila tu, gila. Mila for you. That guy has money.
Which one? Which one?
That guy.
Oh, I didn't see.
You didn't see.
What do you understand? Yes? Huh? One?
Yeah?
Okay.
Wait till.
Okay. Should I get him one?
Yeah, you can.
So I get one from your ticket. Yeah, no, I think, yeah. Okay, you can give me one and then I can get Vinde one. Sandra.
We're within the jail. We're within the jail.
Vinde, you put the ticket. Oh shit, we need the camera, man. Yeah, but it's okay. Ako ka, next time makakuitisha lang ako mentally. Eh, oh. So should I get you and the cameraman? You told him?
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting game brought to you by EA TV. I'm Guy Mowbray and it's a pleasure to be joined by Stuart Robson in the commentary box, and we've got action from division rivals coming right up. What can we expect from the game then?
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
First half kicks off, time for the talk to stop and the action to start. Here's how the home side lines up. Alisson is in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts with Nuno Mendes in the fullback roles. And then
How much are we talking about? Yeah. So how many buy? 2.
By who can I?
Yeah, me myself.
1, 2, 3. By
So 3.
yeah, by 3 and 2. By 2. By 2.
2. Okay, 2 or 3 of you.
By 2.
It's not your Billy.
2. Nani? By 1.
We
are not buying it.
Yeah. About stream. What's that?
Ukiwa buying wapi? Hakuna lipa na pesa. That is lawyer search. Lawyer actually have come.
There's a bit of promotion. This is over. I see that tickets and
Maybe I'm completely myself. Unajua ni mwana kwa chada akisema Mombasa, nikashangaa uko hapa.
Au tusikose pale ya kukaa.
Hatuwezi kosa na kuna tiketi.
Yeah, mine is fine. Okay. What about the lawyer?
See, bro.
Oh. People said it now, see? Gani niko na sio wewe? Oh.
Hii iko na access.
Di vile hii list ya uzi. Hii list yako. Yeah, sasa hii ni sasa wewe umepeana access zako. Unafaa connect them na kuuliza like at least you tell the number of people.
Well, unajua tuachane tunaojifunza. You spy kulipa.
Well, conditions really couldn't be any better here tonight. A very warm welcome to you on this fine evening. I'm Guy Mowbray with the former Arsenal and West Ham midfielder Stuart Robson alongside me. And we're very much looking forward to this division rivals game. What are your expectations from this?
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
And with that, the first half is underway. This is the home side team today. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Alphonso Davies starts with Lilian Thuram in the fullback positions, and they go with just one in attack.
Access. Should we come upstairs? So you went upstairs.
I don't know if you'll be able to
upstairs. Then we'll keep talking.
This is how the visitors start the game. Alisson is in goal. Alessandro Bastoni plays alongside Alessandro Nesta as centre-backs. They're playing with just one up front. Getting a bit frantic now.
Yeah, it's been a lot of straight passes. Neither side are playing with fluidity at the moment.
Thank you.
That's crossed the line. It'll be a throw-in.
What did you do?
Gonzalo Ramos. That's gone to the wrong place. Well, this is a really special game for him today as he reaches 250 appearances for the club.
Well, he deserves a lot of credit for the way his performance was signing all those years ago. He's been absolutely brilliant. The fans, coaching staff and teammates know just what a top-class professional he is. Let's hope he plays well today.
Well, maybe something happening here. Well, they must have thought they'd got in front. Brilliant save.
Yeah, what a passage to play.
Chance maybe now. Getting closer. Pele. Brilliant anticipation.
It's okay. I can go. I can stay with them outside.
Kenny threads it through. And that's a frustrating call for them. Mightily close.
Yeah, and he just needs to hold his run for a fraction longer. And it would have been a goal.
Possession
Just
lost.
the center of the chat. We ain't leaving our people. Yeah. We are for the people, and the people are for we.
Pushing forward. There are choices on. Mendes. Could turn out to be a really good ball. Neymar into the middle. Well read.
Only them I think and organize.
Rabiot. Take it from him there. And Thuram's tackle is a good one.
Change you in game.
Adrian Rabiot. Lost and greatly received. Gonzalo Ramos. A really good interception to take the ball.
That's what you.
And the attack is over.
Yeah, just stopped it in its tracks there.
Angelo Stiller. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. It's played into the box.
Make sure you subscribe.
They've done the hard work, it seemed, but
Make sure
no
you
end product.
subscribe. Make sure you follow Tiki.
Well read to gain possession.
No, that is a chance. Oh, that looks so good.
Nuno Mendes.
Oh, that is not so good.
Rabiot.
Yeah.
Good ball over the top. Side has been given here.
Yeah.
Thuram. Now it's McKennie. Pele.
I think it's starting at 7.
And they've scored again. That puts them further in front. What a position to be in. And we're back underway at 2-0.
So yenda mixed punguza kiasi. Yenda angetuambia fight yake inaanza saa ngapi?
McKennie. Surely now. What can he do now? It's a 3-goal lead. And the win almost guaranteed.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his mark.
Yeah, hii moderator ameniambia sana. Guys, make sure subscribe.
Well, it's a decent
Standard YouTube channel.
near post.
Kuna subscribe kusai.
Well, that was not where the pass was intended to go.
Let me
That
check.
was a little bit sloppy there.
Let me check. You know, I'm not people like YouTube like that.
Beautifully weighted ball.
Yo.
It's a lovely ball. There might be something building now. Given away. Pele. Now it's McKennie. Still the pass. It's in! And of course it's in! It's a masterclass in finishing to complete his hat-trick. After a goal that might mean no way back, they restart once more. Adrien Rabiot. Neymar. On to Rabiot. Vision. Maybe not. That was well read to cut it out. And the referee's whistle brings the first 45 minutes to a close.
I support music, but even regular movies, I'm not
So the second half kicks off. Adrien Rabiot.
No, like literally.
Promising move stalls.
I was 18K to see, and then our stream, and I know 18.8K.
Now they could spring the trap.
Then I got to 18 plus.
So 800 more people subscribe.
Yeah.
Yo, that be chat.
Defender's got to be careful here.
Manze, babako kuna rusafi manze.
Really?
Yeah.
Rabiot.
So imagine, tukuwe na watu kama hao, seme 100 peke yake, 100 in Kenya. Kenya itachange. Kenya tunahitaji mtu anakusaidia na aanze kukumbuka kukukumbusha. Mwana dali sawa. Hadi nikakukumbusha ule stream. Yeah.
Samuel Eto'o. Rabiot. The defence quick to snatch him back.
You have got me in the chat. Got me in the
Time
chat.
goes on.
What's up?
Are you
Not
ready?
the end result they wanted from an encouraging position.
Bro. Naenda na popa isaina popa mirela.
Not letting them have it.
Yeah.
Come down.
You should have some stories. To do for your massage, bro.
This is a massage, you know?
Good ball in
Get that
behind.
story, bro. To do for your massage.
Really well done. This could lead to something.
Your W, that puts in the chat, man. Sir.
Honestly,
I just gave him a one phone call.
Mendes.
Kuna blanda ni kama ilienda.
On to Rabiot.
Ndio. Azin blanda kulingana na hizi.
Oh, it must be.
But next time I hope we will have the best communication.
Real chance here.
Yeah. You are my dad, bro.
Was the assistant
You're
referee.
going, don't be beaten, bro. We are watching. We are watching.
Read his
I like
mind
this
there.
people know.
Yeah, that's good positioning and excellent reading of the
I
situation.
feel like, wow, I want to see
With a goal, but slightly all too little to affect the
Feeling. Wait, what did this last time? Huh? Who?
By the way, none. Who's going to pick a loop?
Yeah. I'm saying if Easy can beat Lumo, he can beat this other guy, for real.
But I can't beat Babu. Babu the destroyer. Chimba,
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
But
you
there was
know.
still
Yeah.
quite
By
left.
the way, people were fascinated about your first time.
Starts with the score now.
First time Matatu fielding.
Yeah. I was so excited. You want so much fun.
We're excited.
Yeah, but let's start to meet the rest of the guys.
Yeah, we are taking Lakini ikienda next time.
Yeah, we can do next time. I need to go to church next week though.
We're going to post this week. Which week on?
That's what I'm trying to find a date.
If it is after Friday, after Wednesday, you can go to film.
Yeah, let me see.
If you want it to be public.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody did next week.
Yeah, it's on the 2nd of July. I used to go there before that or
something now.
itself.
That is where it ends.
Yeah.
They won the ball at just the right
So we
time
want
there.
to go and before that four as doing the Kadia lawyer apologized to Khalifa. Your chat must say me I don't know apologize. I don't know if for chat.
They've come away with the ball.
Yeah, there's someone in the chat is saying you have 14 dogs.
Hannibal.
Yes, give them short actually, and then my dog going back to be
Rabia.
a lot.
They found a way
14
through.
dogs.
A chance for Sheffield.
I'm going to tell them or give them out.
Really
You have
nicely
more than 14 dogs in your compound.
Yeah.
How much do you only spend on your dogs per day?
We do not continue.
Turnaround in
We do
possession.
like
Excellent
weekly
positioning.
do stuff, but I feel like it's different. Everything changes. Like prices in another different sugar. So it
Getting
depends.
closer. This has to be.
But maybe let's say
Terrific
15 to
stop.
20.
Well, he got it all right there. That's an excellent save from the keeper, you have to say that.
Hey,
Well, people not actually.
This could be. And that puts a really impressive seal on what has been a fantastic performance.
Well, here it is again. What a good
Oh, yeah,
build-up
take
this is.
faster.
Quick incisive passing, clever movement,
Yeah,
all
like
done
that.
at pace, which led to a simple
Yeah,
win.
he's
It's a
there.
real joy to watch.
Honey, where's everybody? Why is so
Andrew
many?
Bastoni.
The local was so hard.
Onto Rabiot.
He
Mitja
was
Kvaratskhelia.
when you get
Taken away from them. Oh, should score.
you know how to put how is it called? Farmer.
That's one.
Nikibai
What's
Credo is kule Credo.
the attack broken up.
Una nikibai Credo na bado siishe. Bado nikikula Credo.
What? That happened.
Yeah, so kuna video inawekwa hadi uweke tu kibai bado.
I don't know. Maybe I bought it on and
Looking this on.
Weka kwa hii.
It's broken down and it had looked promising.
Ndio.
And it's on now.
I don't even understand what you're talking
Oh,
about.
he's given it away. Probing.
When you
It's
put
hardly
it
broke
there,
open. And it's comfortably gathered.
When you put that in your kosha, second standard, you pay it to you. Then you comment. You know, if you have bundles,
Yeah.
you always buy bundles, right? And you always buy credit at the same time. So
Onto Rabiot.
there's a setting. If you don't put the
Pass is
setting
incomplete.
on,
Nicely won.
and you buy credit,
Yeah.
and your data is on, your credit will
Will go.
yeah.
See, I don't really buy
That is
minutes.
the final
I
blast.
like credit.
Not the result that the visiting
Maybe
fans...
it's easier. Still on here.
You want to see that from this country. Oh, you think so? Lag.
People are saying,
You look at it. Player. Indeed, the question. Lawyer Kevin Jones. I think we are back. Hakuna not lagging. Oh, ndo maana na over 18 na 5 India.
Yeah.
1920.
For the step up club.
Oh, basi.
Aki when the way my brother we wanted to come.
Manze and the fuck Bro, me hata sijui anything. Mimi hata sijui match ya kwanza ni nani na nani. Azin, mimi manze wananipiga sana bana. No, for real, sielewi. Yani game inakaa ni kama nacheza na lag ama sijui nini. So hata najaribu ni test na yeye nione kama mimi ndio niko chini. Ping leo hata iko stable, lakini nikitano unapata jamaa ameshafika.
Well, conditions really couldn't be any better here tonight. A very
No, as in hadi Division 6 like nilikuwa 4.
I'm Guy Mowbray with the former Arsenal and West Ham midfielder
Merudishwa hadi 6 na game ni same.
And with the atmosphere building up nicely, what a match this promises to be. What are your expectations from this?
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Here's how the Rebels line up today.
Well, it's a 4-5-1, but with three of the midfield players giving close support to the centre forward, and the other two sitting deeper. Also watch out for the fullbacks getting forward at every opportunity. They do like to get crosses into the box.
Ukumbuki niliwahi kufunga ukaninyorosha.
The Rebels showing good width here. And it must be. And there it is. 1-0 already. 1-0 then as we get started again. Imam. Neves. And a good tackle full results in throw-in.
Saya bukan division.
Excellent reading of the game to win the ball. Good work to beat the marker. A promising move stalls.
Well, that's how to defend the edge of your box.
Real chance. Terrific chance. Instinctive and fantastic.
Yeah, agile, athletic and sharp. What a good save that was.
He's done well to get past his marker. Oh, I don't believe it. That's a sensational save. Delivered into the box. That's done little to clear the danger. And that's a shame for them as the move breaks down. Alessandro Nesta. Stiller. Great instinct there to cut it out. That's a good ball. And it's on here. Hard work brings reward. They've got the ball. Could be now. Vital tackle, and he's come away with it.
Well, that's a vital piece of defending. He did really well there.
Chance for the equaliser, and it's there.
Ni sawa tunaenda nao.
Back level already. And we could watch that sort of skill all day. Shearer threads it through. They shall not pass. And that's been viewed as a foul. Oh, that's been won really smartly. The line, it'll be a throw. Desai. Nice pass and on they march. This to go in front. He's there to meet it. Decent stop. Corner kick played in. Well read to gain possession.
Good anticipation there, it really was.
It's Aaron. Robert Pires. The defence quick to snatch it back. Beautifully weighted ball. Good patient build-up, but not quite the end product. It's a perfect threaded through ball. Oh, that's really well cut out. Good vision. Oh, offside. A really tight one.
Well, it's a matter of inches there, but he just went a fraction too early.
Alessandro Nesta. Lamine Yamal. Good work from the Rebels to win it back. There's room out wide now for the Rebels. Making it a upon himself to drive forward further. Sloppy in possession from Rebels. A little more room on the other side now. Options available in the middle. And the keeper claims it despite the close attention. A really good interception to take the ball. On they go under no real pressure, but able to deal with the danger decisively. Well defended. Mohamed Ittara. And that's nicely won to see off the threat. Teeing up the chance now. Into Rabiot. And it's been cut out. There's the turnover. The ref allowing play to continue. Chance for the lead. They've scored! And that gives them a priceless lead. And away we go again at 2-1. And that whistle brings the first half to a close. Second half is underway. They're not getting close enough here. Taking this on. A vital block.
He's done so well there. What an important block.
That's a really good pick out. Can he finish? And there's another one! Valuable breathing space for them now. Ball lost and the chance gone. What a chance here! And there's his second of the match, leading the way for the team. The game kicks on with the score now 3-2. Rivaldo. Mendes. Adrien Rabiot. Nuno Mendes. Now if he gets there, it's a chance. And that... He's offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
Getting closer. And the attack is over. Rivaldo. Oh dear, trouble here. The ball is lost, and the chance has gone too. Promising looking ball. And into the last 30 minutes now. Not so much given away as cleverly won. Adrien Rabiot. Now, this might be promising. Surely now. It's in! 2 to the good. That little bit of buffer. And it's just a matter of keeping concentration now. So the score now 4-2 as the ball gets rolling again. Nesta. Bastoni. Alessandro Nesta. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Neves. Oh, could be a chance here. Oh, surely. Well, there's another. And they're running away with it now. It's become a question of just how many they'll get. So it's 5-2 now as the game restarts. Desailly. A really good interception to take the ball. Adrien Rabiot. Neves. Well, now they could spring the trap. Opportunity now. Nesta. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Alessandro Nesta. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Mendes. On to Rabiot. Rivaldo. The Rebels recovering possession well. He's in here. There it is. Dispatched well, much to the delight of the fans. Bastoni. Rivaldo. Delivered towards the far post. Well, it did look good, but so did the goalkeeper in claiming it. This might be promising. And it must be. And against the post. Closed it down well. Making decent progress here.
Well, had that gone in, we might have had an interesting finish in this game, but they just haven't quite been good enough.
And they can't let it affect them. Minds back on the job. Switched on and ready to intercept there. A big area to progress into here. Well, there's the flag. Offside. Pele. Just 5 minutes remaining. Played through nicely. Ball lost and the chance gone. Adrien Rabiot. They might get caught on the break here. This could be. Oh, incredible. That's top quality goalkeeping. They decide against playing it in. Alessandro Nesta. And played back to Alisson. Nuno Mendes. Rivaldo. Pass played through perfectly. And it's opened up. And there's the hat-trick. He'll be taking the match ball home.
Well, here it is again, and it was never really in doubt, was it? He was always going to score from there.
And the final whistle wraps up a match that's gone the way of the visitors.
You're absolutely right. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
No.
He's a bit mean. No.